on Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Cal Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Direct snap. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cal! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Duke Blue Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Blue Devils are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Oh, look out! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll ride his man on the option. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. From the gun to give, looking for room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They're going to ride this running back. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bear. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the air. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Golden Bears will keep this drive going.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCormick. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Running through contact. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Cal! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offense...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
Off play action on 1st down.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35-7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive.
Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Going up top on first down. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. With the catch, it's Sullivan. Touchdown, Duke! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the returner will be knocked down. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Feeling some heat. Coming after it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close.
Brings up second down.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Pulls it, fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They go to the ground. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the single back. At the 35, he's open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
They're trailing by just 2 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They're trying to get to him. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Duke! What a grab and go for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42-31.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's looking deep. And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now they'll run the draw. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On second down, looking again to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the
a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Bears. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
31.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Back open in the middle. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The give and the run on fourth down. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got fourth down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They still have work to do. Trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So
fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. They get to the line quickly.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll just keep slinging it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And this one splits the uprights.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. You trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot. We're going to see.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you said productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
It's second down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. The completion well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He looks that one in nicely. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense brings the blitz. They're trying to affect the timing of the quarterback. He was able to escape, get outside of the pocket, but just not able to connect with his target.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
You got to give the defense credit on that. With the lead late in this game, quarterback out of the pocket, he's flushed, he's trying to find something positive, but those guys stay on their man. They're not giving anything easy to this QB, forcing him to throw it away.
Looking for the end zone. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the wandering is as harmless. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.